thorough instruction and trouble. Thank you for purchasing the Radio Fence Pet Containment System Standard Kit. This video demonstrates the installation of this kit, which includes the standard transmitter, the receiver, battery, extra probes, a thorough instruction and troubleshooting.
Oh, I'm proud of you. You really are special. You really are good at this. Because each time, if you will, that you tell them how good they are, which is affirming, and we can get them to agree, I am bright, I am smart, I am happy, I am a nice person, I am a good speller, I am. What you do is you build
and installation video. Your kit may or may not include wire and flags. Teaching your pet to stay in the yard is a constant challenge. There seem to be as many solutions to this problem.
Human being, when you are created by God and put on earth, we don't say, okay, Fernan, I'm going to give you a lot of confidence, and Eric, I'm not going to give you so much. And Frank, I'm going to give you a whole bunch, but Mike, only you a little bit. See? And Nikki, I'm not going to give you too much. And, see, what...
Sadly, most of these methods achieve success only at the emotional expense of both the pet and the pet's family. Fortunately, there is one solution that stands out above the rest: the Radio Fence Pet Containment System. Radio Fence.
This. I'm really not good at that. I'm really a flub up. I'm really...
Effective and humane technique for training your pet to stay within your property boundaries. This tape will show you how to install your radio fence system and pet to obey the boundaries that you establish. Here's how the fence system works.
You know what's the matter with me? Why, I can remember all the dumb things I've ever done. I can remember all the stupid things I've ever done. Why, let me tell you all the dumb and stupid things I've ever done. Now, what you must know is every time we remember a dumb and stupid thing we've ever done, we record it into our belief system. So it isn't just a matter of doing a dumb thing, but if we let our mind think about it day after day, hour after hour, when you can't sleep and you remember the dumb thing you did at school, and you can't sleep and you remember the dumb thing you did or said to your family, or all the things you did that were stupid on the ball field, or all the dumb things that happened to you. And they could have happened 3 years ago. But every time we remember something dumb that we've done, it is just built on and impactually influences my subconscious opinion of me. So it's important that we don't dwell on all the bad things about us. And moms
Preparation required for your particular
and dads, that happens to you too, because you've been raised by sometimes parents who didn't know this information. See, we didn't have all this information a few years ago. So your mom and dad might have told you, you know, let me tell you what's wrong with you. Why, you're always doing this incorrect, and don't you ever, what's the matter with you anyway? Why, let me tell you what's the matter with you. And we would go on hoping that we would get it through your darn thick head, just what's the matter with you, and you'd shape up. So I would keep telling you what's wrong with you, and you keep lowering your opinion and thinking you're like that, and then you keep acting like it. Why, if I say it once, it wouldn't make a difference, but if I repeat it to you, you'll finally get it. Now, you got it? Yep. I really am that way, aren't I? Okay, now remember, the opinion that we hold causes us
This same method allows you to fence
to act like it. So we know that. You remember a guy by the name of Muhammad Ali? He used to be the best boxer, heavyweight boxer in the world. Muhammad Ali, if you'd study him and how he always thought well of himself. Muhammad Ali, his thoughts, which we call self-talk, was always positive, uplifting. And Muhammad Ali wouldn't let other people tell him that he was no good.
For the type of
there were a lot of people that tried to tell him he was no good. Television, newspaper, experts. But you've got to know that when we've been raised, most of us, moms and dads, we've been taught to be humble.
Later in this video,
and we forgot to look up the definition of humility. Being humble isn't putting ourselves down. Being humble is being truthful. So if you did something well, you should give credit to God if God helped you do it. Like if you're real tall, you were born real tall, and it makes you a good basketball player because you're closer to the basket.
The installation of...
And people say, but you're a good basketball player. How could you wouldn't be humble if you said, oh, I'm just good.
Involves force.
You said, well, I'm good because God made me 7 feet tall.
That he is approaching the boundary.
That's being humble. See? But if you just say, I don't know why I'm good, I'm just good, I guess. That's not being humble. That's not being truthful. If you had a good coach and you had some people that really helped you, then being humble is giving credit to your teammates. Say, well, they passed me the ball, and my coaches really helped me.
Exterior walls of your home. Not to place the wire too close to your home.
And my mom and dad were really good too. That's being humble. But also being humble
from
is
one
taking
terminal on the
yourself.
transmitter to the other.
Remember that forever.
Gradual
taking credit yourself. So don't you push away when people say you're a good drawer, or you're good at art, or you're good at music. You say, thank you. That makes me feel good to have you say that. And inside, I want you to be a little bit more like
also
Muhammad
allows
Ali.
you to create bones to keep your
I'm
pet
the greatest. But quietly. Because if you say it out loud, people can say, yeah, and you make me throw up too. See? So what you've got to do is you got to say it quiet to yourself and not out loud. You know what I mean? Okay. But you've got to say it to yourself.
This same method allows you to with the appropriate
fence yourself when you're doing things
your backyard,
right.
Giving your pet
you got to
access
tell
through
your
the
family
house
members when they're doing things right.
Pattern.
So self-esteem and what we do and how we do it.
Boundary wire, flags, and wire nuts. The
matches. And you build your own self.
Power is applied and
esteem with your own thought.
Control knob turned up. Next.
Now, one thing here that we need to think about, very important, that when we don't have high self-esteem,
will be activated when your pet enters the protected area. As your pet crosses in,
and we feel down on ourselves, you know how we treat the people around us?
Do not install the
we run
shed.
Down.
He will hear a higher pitched beep. Consult your...
When we have low self-esteem, we always say to the kids, you're not so good.
Volume tone as he receives a correction. Next,
but I know this about you. You're dumb, you're stupid, you can't play well too.
Do not
even grown-ups, when we have low self-esteem, when the daddy has low self-esteem, sometimes they won't let the children have high self-esteem. And when the boss has low self-esteem, they won't let people underneath them have high self-esteem.
Installing the receiver in your hand, noting the distance at which you hear the high...
Why don't you get down where you belong? And where is that? Well, below me. So we try to elevate our own opinions by running people down around us. Do you see that going on where you're playing? Do you see that going around at work? Okay, you see what I'm saying? So if you have low self-esteem...
Several feet, you can create a signal zone up to 30 feet
If you don't
will
do it
weaken the
right,
signal.
what you try to do is you try to run other people down so that you look
Can
better.
travel
That's a false way of doing it, and we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to raise our own self-esteem.
sideline, the large